I'm
So
learning something new every day. Thank you so much for
yeah.
teaching me. And not only you teach people about things, but you do good things. Matter of fact, you had a great experience. I heard rumor has it that
Yeah.
you performed on a big boat in Budapest on the Blue
Yes.
Danube. How was that?
It was really amazing. I am actually pretty much of a beginner performer. This is me trying to put myself out there and actually start performing. I had a couple of gigs before, like in small clubs, but this was the very first big thing where I had like my dancers with me. It was really like, like lights and actual microphones and like crazy. And I've been actually working a lot on this because like I had issues with getting myself to be on stage. Um, I I have pretty much an extreme stage fright because of some mean kids, from when I was like 14. Um,
I'm sorry.
yeah, thank you. It's not that extreme or like anything. But like I've been working on this for a while now, and last year I had a couple of opportunities coming at me. And I had to cancel most of the shows because I just felt so anxious that I felt like the anxiety is sort of like taking over of the experience. And I didn't want to have another bad memory of being on stage because this is what I want to do. Like at the end of the day, I want to be on a stage and I want to be a performer. And I wanted this since I was a kid. And so I decided that the last year is was sort of like a mental journey, I want to say, because I wanted to work on myself enough that I am ready to be on a stage mentally.
Hmm.
So like I wanted to, my goal was to have at least one performance this summer
Hmm.
over the year with the work that I have done in the last year. At least one performance that I can genuinely enjoy, like I
Hmm.
wanted to. And this was a really, really great opportunity. I had my girls with me, so they were like supporting me a lot. And I genuinely just wanted to go on the stage and teach my brain that this is actually fun, not like a death threat.
Hmm.
So, and I think we nailed it. I genuinely felt so amazing and confident, and I felt like I am connecting with my dancers, I'm connecting with the audience, and I can't wait to be on a stage again. So
Wow.
yeah,
Congratulations
thank
again.
you,
And
thank
talk
you.
to me about your preparation because you said you're transforming an experience into a different experience, a more positive experience
Yes,
for yourself
yeah,
and for others as well. How
yeah.
does that work?
Well, I love to have chats with myself before a show or before like any big musical opportunity or any opportunity actually. Um, I genuinely love to just do the mirror work they call it, and actually talk to myself because I think in the course of this year and all the work that I have done, I sort of built a trust with myself, and I think that's really important that when I feel anxious or when I feel like I can't do this, and I stand in front of a mirror and I tell myself that it's okay, girl, you got it. You hot, you can do this. You got all of this, and I actually believe myself. And I think this is thanks to the all the work that I have done. So like I built a trust within myself, and I think that's really important. So that's one. I think the mental preparations for shows like this is extremely important, and I think it's sort of underrated. So like of course we spend like 5 hours a day in the dancing rehearsal room, rehearsing the choreos. Of course I spend a whole afternoon just practicing one line in the song that I can't get right, to make it as good as possible. But I also think that the mental preparation is extremely important because like if I'm not there in the head, it doesn't matter how good I can dance, it doesn't matter how good I can sing, because in the head I cannot just connect with the audience, and they are not going to be on the same mental level with me.
Hmm.
So like as a performer, I think it's my job to give to the audience. And if I have a wall between the audience and me that I built, it's not going to, like, the communication is not going through. And I think that's really important to have that and to work on it.
Hmm.
Um,
To
so yeah.
not have walls but doors that open and
Yes,
windows that
yes, yes,
open.
yes. Because I genuinely feel now that I have like a positive experience of stage as well. I genuinely feel the difference, like how welcoming they are when the energy that I'm giving is, if I can be so spiritual, the energy that I'm giving is so positive, you know. So like what I did basically was that I gave myself like a deadline. Like you can worry until up until this time,
This
because
is
like
amazing.
yes, I
How
really
does this work? A week before or a day
no.
before? Or how does this
It
work?
was actually, I told myself that you can be anxious, you can worry about, oh my god, I cannot get this step right, or oh my god, I'm worried that the dancers are going to, you know, bump into each other or something, or I'm gonna bump into them. You can worry up until the artist who performs before you hits the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like as soon as I actually knew the artist who was performing before us,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, I'm interested in his performance as well, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, up until he hits the stage, you can worry. As soon as he's on the stage, you only allowed to enjoy this and have fun.
Oh my God,
And
this is the best advice I've ever heard.
genuinely, it felt like it was like a switch genuinely in my brain. Like I told myself out loud to the mirror, you know, you can worry up until this time.
Mm-hmm.
And it changed how it changed the attitude I was walking on the stage with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, girls, we're just here to have fun. Like if you have fun, the audience has fun. And I was genuine. It was shocking. I didn't know it was gonna work, you know. I just hoped, but it did. So it's really good.
So I have a question prepared for this, for the motto or the mantra
Yeah.
that you actually tell yourself. Is it that you got this, or is it a more specialized way of saying it?
Um, it's like, it's okay, girl. You're all right. So basically, this
Mm-hmm.
is what I usually tell myself, that you know you got this. So like, because I feel like rationally I know,
Mm-hmm.
like in my head I know that, you know, you prepared, you rehearsed a lot, you put years of work into it, like you got it. Is it just my head keeps going back to a very negative experience, and it's just like keep doubting, you know, what if I don't? and and yeah, I would say that the mantra is like, it's okay, you got this, all you have to
Mm-hmm.
do is have fun.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, basically that's the mantra.
I try to live by the this like philosophical standpoint. Maybe you're interested in this, that we see what we project and we
Yeah.
project what we see. So ideally, you project good things into the world, and good things will be seen by you.
Yes.
So yeah, but and to me, that's what karma means.
Yeah.
And your album is called Karma. I'm wondering what karma means to you and how's it related to you.
It is really interesting because I was a very vengeful person for a really, really long time. Like if I felt like someone did something to me or was unfair to me, I went out of my ways to give it back, you know, 3 times. And I was really creative with my. I'm kind of proud of them. Anyway, so I was really creative with my revenges.
Yeah.
And not long before I wrote or started to write the album, I was in a situation where I genuinely felt like it was injustice towards me. And I was also like contemplating, like, if I get back to this person, I might hurt myself more.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, maybe the smart thing to do is to leave. It felt like God or the universe or whatever you believe in was trying to teach me that you should like leave, you should move away, you should leave this behind. And that is exactly what I did. So the first song that I wrote, or like that gave the idea of the whole album, was It's Okay, which is sort of like a title track, like we have like a video clip to it and all. And that is basically what gave the whole idea. And I was very angry when I wrote this song. And I think I did the whole demo in like 20 minutes. Like, I just laid down the drums and the bass and like everything, and I just rapped on it. It was sort of like a freestyle actually. And I remember that I was hella scary, hella mad, like
Mm-hmm.
genuinely. And I am scary when I'm mad, people say. So that basically adds up, yeah. So and I was just like, you know, I am angry and I want to get back, but I choose not to. And
Mm-hmm.
that is basically what the song is about.
Right.
And I just noticed that everything that came after that song, like writing that demo, gave me like a contract and gave me like it won me a competition. That's how the whole album was made actually and released. and it gave me the video clip. It gave me opportunities to meet new people. It gave me this is how I met my dancers, who are like my biggest supporters when it comes to music, that they are with me on the stage up until this day. And we are not only colleagues, but I believe that we are also friends. So like it gave me a lot of things, this song. And it's so interesting that this is the first song that I wrote with this mindset. Like, I'm pissed off. I want to hurt you, but I won't. I'm just gonna leave. And I think that is what karma is. Like when I decided that I'm just gonna let God deal with it. As soon as it felt like God started to give me things, like, or do you like whatever you believe in. So so yeah, it genuinely felt like that. And I don't know what that person or where that person is ever since, or how they are doing. I genuinely hope that they are doing fine, actually. Um, but ever since, my motto when it comes to karma or anything like this is like, I hope that you get whatever you deserve
Hmm.
without any intention. Like if you deserve to get bad things, then I hope you get them. And if you don't, then I hope you get good things. So like, yeah, basically that.
This is so fascinating because like I there's also like one of your phrases, I think one of your lyrics refers to like time being a variable, and time is like time karma, or like time will tell your karma or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not quoting your lyrics by the head
No,
and
it's
stuff,
okay.
I'm sorry, but I love
It's
your
okay,
lyrics.
honey.
Yeah, but I love your lyrics because it
Thank you.
reminds me that I'm like, oh my god, maybe I did something 5 years ago that is still haunting me, or like
Yeah.
I should get resurrection or like
Yeah.
reconciliation for that, because I needed to like say sorry for somebody that I wronged or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Also, I believe that karma is a bitch because it haunts you. Like if you believe in karma, maybe your punishment is that you are constantly worrying when karma is coming for you. And I think that's way worse. Like if that
Okay.
then something would happen to you. It's way worse than when you're constantly living in this fear, like, oh my god, I wronged somebody once, and now it can come for me anytime. And like I think because of this, karma is sort of like pushing you to also to work with this. Like when you wrong someone, you also have things to work on. Like it's not only them that they have to like, um, I don't know, work on their traumas that you cause, but like you also have to deal with this guilt, and
Right.
and that's something to deal with. Like yeah,
Right. And there are many ways of dealing with this. One
yeah,
of them is the creative ways, I think, that you do that create art and answer life in a meaningful way through art, I believe. And I have written down some of my favorite lyrics. I know I told you like I don't quote your lyrics by the top of my head, but I've written them down for myself. For example, when you write butterflies won't get a hold of me, I'm like, whoa, I feel that. That's awesome.
thank
And
you. I'm really glad.
and also in Hungarian, you write the river drowning the basket of dreams and becomes a chorus for a while. That's so touching. It's touching. So
Thank
thank you so
you.
much for writing this and making this.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, and I want to ask you about this. What does writing lyrics mean to you? And is it a practice, a form of meditation, or an opportunity where you can make peace with the past and embrace the future?
Um, I would say that usually when I write, I always feel like I have too much inside my head. Like the thoughts are just too dizzy, and they are just going to too many directions. Like I feel like there's a mess inside my head, and through writing or through making these things into words, I feel like I can calm this mess and just like the storm. It genuinely feels like I understand myself through my own words, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
every time I feel like either overwhelmed because of a certain situation, or I feel something intensely, that can be good or bad emotions as well. I just write them into songs, and when I reread them, it sort of suddenly makes sense, all of them. So like I feel like everything is in their place, like I put every emotion that I need to put in certain boxes. And I it's a journey. I think I understand myself
Is it a slow or
better.
a fast journey often for you?
Sometimes it's immediate.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I, really send demos that I made like 6 years ago, for example.
Wow.
That I can, what should I put on my next album? And sometimes I'm like, well, let's check out what I had like 6 years ago, and this is the time I understand what I was trying to say back then, or how I
Mm-hmm.
felt back then. Like it's a huge retrospective sometimes. Yeah. For example, Big Boy, it's on the album as well. It was something that I wrote when I was 16, like the
Oh wow.
original lyrics, and of course I touched it up here and there because like I think I got much better ever since. So there were some times or like some lines when I was like, oh no, let's not leave this in and let's change it.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually I couldn't perform or could not perform it at the age of 16 because I felt like I had the thoughts and I had the mentality, but I didn't really had the mindset to give it to the audience in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds more natural from a 23-year-old person than it would have sounded from a
Makes
16-year-old.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, more authentic.
Yeah.
And also, like, you're not only writing alone, but sometimes you have a partner to write with, which must be amazing, I
Yeah.
hope. So, yeah, he's a co writer on many of his songs. And Schmidt Gerger, I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me who this person is and how do you guys write together and what is it feel like?
Yeah. So he's artist name is Tembo, his stage name, and he's actually also a performing musician. He's a guitarist. He mainly performs with Jude Law, and he's the producer of many incredible tracks in the Hungarian music industry. It's crazy. I actually got to meet him through Petőfi Nagylemez program, which
Mm-hmm.
is a Hungarian sort of competition for beginner artists. Like you can send your demos in
Mm-hmm.
to certain producers, and the producers choose their favorite demos, and the producers choose, they get like this opportunity to make a whole album for free. I mean, for them it's free.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how we met. Like he chose my demos that I sent in,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how we started to work on the album actually. So
How
most
did
of
you feel like then?
it was crazy. I was at the university
Mm-hmm.
actually, and in an email right after I sent the demos in, I got like a confirmation email. Like we got your demos, and by
Mm-hmm.
this time, I think it was like April the 1st,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to get back at you uh, if you are in. Like
Yeah.
if you don't get any emails, you are obviously not in.
Yeah.
And by April 1st, I didn't get anything.
Oh
I
no.
was like, well, okay, I didn't make it. It's okay. I'm gonna release my album by my own. Like
Yes.
I'm gonna, it's a no. It's a redirection. It's not a rejection.
Yeah.
So I just decided to go with it. I started to look for producers who can help me finish it. Because like back then I was like pretty much of a beginner. Like I didn't want to release the tracks that I had alone because I didn't think that they were ready, or I was ready as a producer to do that. So I started to look for mixing engineers, who could do that. And a month later, May 1st, I was at the university. I was with my friends, and I got a call. I was like, "Who the hell is this?" Like I was looking for a new job,
Right.
actually, a student job, and there was like a number that I didn't recognize, and I only I only took it because I thought that a job is getting back at
Oh
me.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like, okay, hi, and I picked it up, and they said that, yeah, so you actually made it in. Sorry for the late answer. Like things got crazy, but like you got in, and you actually got the producer that you chose, and I was like, whoa, what crazy. So
Fascinating.
I remember my university friends were there, and they were there at the show this weekend as well. So I remember that I burst out crying. I was like, I'm gonna have like a full album, and this is crazy, and like with the top producer. So it was a dream come true. I felt like Cinderella at the ball. Yeah.
High five.
Thank you.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you. So that's how we met with Gergo, and that's how we started to work together. And some of the songs that I have on the album were something that I already made, like a demo. I did the production, and he got the album like in a demo version, and he was like, yeah, I bring my professionalism into this, and we make it even better. So he finished the production and the songs, and there are songs that he produced all by himself. So like I didn't take part of the production. Hulam
Hmm.
is one of them, for example. Incredible production. That was crazy. I remember that I only had like the vocal chop in the beginning. You know, like the you give, I give, that part.
Yeah.
And that was something that I like recorded on my way from the train station to home. And I remember that I had this idea immediate, and I was like, I don't care if people are around here, now I'm gonna record this. And that recording that I took with my phone,
Yep.
we used. So like I created the vocal chop, and I only took him that smart, and I was like, let's do something with this, and like he did everything else basically.
That's how creativity is born, out of a
Yeah.
train station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always the train station,
Uh-huh.
always, or on my way to the train station or to home, you know, where you are, where it's so weird to record something, you know. But I remember that I just like got off the sidewalk, you know, got around the bushes so people don't, I don't know, don't look at that weird or anything, and I recorded it. And
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
That's good that you actually do this. I record stuff even though people look at me weird though. It's like,
I mean, no, I should. I don't think I should care either. So like most people are just so, you know, focused on themselves when they're going somewhere. Like they might don't even notice, so they don't
yeah,
care.
yeah,
So like,
yeah.
yeah.
Whatever. It's a recurring theme in this show that I ask guests the same question, which is, what would the question be that you wish more people would ask you? So yeah,
Um,
I want to ask that from you.
this is a really good question, and I thought a lot about what I would answer. Cause like for a hot minute, I felt like, what is, I don't know, like you know, I didn't really have an answer. And I actually started to think about it, and I realized that I was really grateful that you actually took your time and looked into the lyrics. And I realized that I love this, and I love if more people would actually take their time and look into the lyrics and ask me about either the process or the lyrics as itself, or some production tools that I used or anything, because um, I used to be a very I'm still am a very analytical person
Hmm.
who loves to, you know, analyze these things. Like when I was high school, I loved when we analyzed poems, you know, like
Oh
we
yeah.
were looking for the small details and the
Oh yeah.
crumbles and all that. I was in Facebook groups where we would analyze video clips and their story and what they
Hmm.
mean. And I love these kind of things. And I grew up reading detective books, Agatha Christie and all
Hmm.
that. So like I just love to look for connections and small details and crumbs. And that's, I think that's the mindset I bring when I make things as well. So like, you know, I love to put small things here and there, Easter eggs and all that. And for example, when I was writing Butterflies, the
Hmm.
song that you quoted, uh, it actually started like I was thinking how I can make or like describe a butterfly's motion with a melody. So the melody in the beginning, like, ooh, it's like actually how the butterfly flies in my hand.
Wow.
And I have a lot of these things and these themes in the songs and also in the video clips, because like I have a partner in crime for that, Reka Zonley, who's like the director of both my video clips, and every visual project that I ever had is she was the director, and we both like sat down, or we always sit down before these projects to for a cup of coffee,
Hmm.
and we always like, okay, so now what we are going to do, you know, what is going to be the story, what are going to be the details, you know, the Easter eggs, how we can symbolize things and stuff like that. And it's always like, you know, people won't gonna notice, like they will not notice at all, probably. But we still do it, and we are so glad when somebody notices something, you know.
Yeah.
So like it's that probably.
Well, I can't wait to notice more things, and I'm looking forward to hearing more and more songs from you because I know you're
Thank you.
working on
Yes.
the latest and greatest already. So
Yeah.
congratulations on
Thank you.
everything, and thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
All right, cut.
Alrighty. Wow, this was really exciting. Thank you.